Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Valedictorian and Salutatorian.
First and foremost, I want to say the biggest congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. 13 years of grade school education has finally come to an end, and we did it. Good evening, parents, teachers, and students. Looking back at the haze that was high school, one of the biggest lessons that I learned in those hallways and classes is that of identity. A lot of us struggled to find ourselves throughout these 4 years, and some of us might still be on that journey to this day. However, identity is just that. It's who we are, how we present ourselves, how we treat other people, who we choose to hang around. And one of the core components of identity is this idea of labels. We are placed in categories by how people choose to define us. Some of those labels are deeply harmful and toxic to society. A hijabi labeled as a terrorist, a black man jogging peacefully labeled as a criminal, an immigrant labeled as sleazy or as part of an infestation. These classifications showcase the true power our words hold because of the actions that followed them. That Muslim woman had her hijab ripped off forcefully. That black man was shot and killed on the street. That immigrant had their family ripped apart by an imaginary line separating countries. Some of us were born into these titles, given to us before we were ever even a thought, disadvantaged severely because of it. And we have to work twice as hard to overcome them. Be a little more careful. Look a little less suspicious, whatever that means. Be a little nicer. Talk a little quieter. Work a little harder, just to be perceived on the same level as our more privileged friends, and even then, we are held back. The second component of identity is character. Unlike the stereotypes brought on by labels, your character is not forced upon you when you are born or automatically perceived by society. Your character is your choice, how you choose to take what society gave you, no matter how incorrect, and use it to prove them wrong. In high school, my labels did not comment on my race, religion, or immigrant status. Even though those are very prevalent in my everyday life, we are fortunate enough to live in a very inclusive town with a diverse community, so I didn't hear very many of those comments. The labels forced on me by some of my peers and teachers were an attempt to assume my character. This is the case for most attempts to categorize human beings. Lazy, undeserving, entitled were just some of the things that I heard on a daily basis. However, I knew that those words couldn't be further from the truth. As a refugee and the daughter of a single mother raising 3 children, I had to work a little harder. Pick up a couple extra shifts at work. Miss a couple more days of school. Only a couple. However, I tried not to let it get to me. I told myself that these people don't know half the things that I've been through. Plus, I had the best cheerleaders in my corner. So let's talk about who I am. Because for the past 4 years, I've put too much of my focus on how others choose to define me. I am Luma Yunus, an Iraqi name representative of my entire lineage. I am a Muslim woman in America, unafraid to fight for the rights of not only my community, but for every minority disenfranchised by the powerful in the United States. I am strong and unwavering in the face of adversity. I can be happy and optimistic, but most importantly, I am relentless on the journey to give my family the life they deserve. And most recently, I've added a new word to that list, valedictorian, the first milestone of many, inshallah. If you've taken anything away from my words today, it's that there will always be people trying to stand in the way of your success or try to diminish your accomplishments. However, I implore you not to let these labels define you. Your character holds more weight in the calculation of your identity than those disgusting stereotypes. You are the maker of your own reality. Despite the challenges you will face on your journey to success, never lose sight of who you want to be. Society may label you as a criminal, a terrorist, illegal, unworthy, not enough. But understand that these words could not be more false. Do not let the world tell you who you are. As I conclude with the biggest lesson that I learned in high school, I will move on to the second biggest lesson that I learned in high school. The second biggest lesson that I learned in all of my years here is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And don't you forget it. I want to say thank you to the amazing teachers who got me this far. They know exactly who they are, whether it's just asking how my day went as we passed by in the hallways, a simple how are you text, or calling and FaceTiming me to check up on my mental health. I appreciate you for listening, and I mean really listening to what I had to say. I want to say thank you to Dr. Parker, who never failed to put a smile on my face, and for all of the words of encouragement in the hallways. Thank you for making high school a little more bearable. I want to say thank you to Dr. A. Thank you for always being a shoulder that I could cry on and always telling me the truth no matter how much I didn't want to hear it. I want to say thank you to my mom for being my biggest role model. My mom is the strongest woman I know. I love you, Mama. I want to say thank you to my sisters, Shahad and Jenna, for being the most annoying people on the planet, but also for being the best sisters that anybody could ask for. I want to say thank you to the Jack Kent Cook Foundation and Gina and Mary Kay for always being in my corner. You guys got me through the toughest times in my entire life. Thank you for being my light when I doubted myself and couldn't find my way out of the darkest tunnels. I want to say thank you to Bidya Pradhan for being my partner in crime through all of this. The first year in a very long time, if ever, that the Val and Sal were both women of color at Tucker High School, and I think that's something to celebrate. I want to say thank you to my friends for making up the majority of my support system. Thank you for sticking by my side through thick and thin. You guys deserve all of the credit in the world, and I don't know where I would be without you guys. Finally, I want to say thank you to Allah for answering my prayers and giving me the strength to get up in the morning and get through the day. Finally, last but not least, thank you all for listening, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2020.
Hello, my name is Bidya Pradhan, and I'm the Salutatorian of the class of 2020. Reading this speech from the confines of my house, a quote from one of my favorite books comes to mind. We are on borrowed time. Time is always borrowed. And the lending agency exacts its premium precisely when we're least prepared to pay and need to borrow more. We had plans to attend our last prom, go crazy during senior week, and say our final goodbyes properly. If we had known that Thursday before the lockdown was going to be the last day of being a high school student, some of us would have actually come to school, or at least not left early. We would have cherished our moments with each other a little more and held on a little tighter to our fading teenage years. All the late nights that we stayed up trying to finish an English essay that was due the next morning, all the dollar bills that we lost to the vending machines, all the times we used the restrooms only to realize we were out of soap, and all the mornings we waited for the 7:50 bell to release us to our classes have now become possessions of the past and live in our mere memories. Although we are going through an unprecedented time and it feels like we have been robbed of our senior year and our accomplishments, I still want to congratulate each and every one of us for conquering high school. Personally, what helped me surmount high school was the constant reminder that I was the first person from my family capable of achieving what they couldn't in their home country. A resounding line from a poem titled, "The Unwritten Letter from My Immigrant Parent" reads, "My daughter, you are called first generation for a reason. It is because the American dream was never meant for me. It was always, always meant for you." I was born and raised in a refugee camp, and I became aware of the disadvantages at a young age. I witnessed the shackles of poverty ensured that my feet were always firmly planted on the ground, always foiling my wants and desires. But I was selfish. In kindergarten, I won a handwriting contest and won 2 drinking glasses as prizes. In first grade, I earned the highest grades in class and received a dinner plate as a prize. Being a refugee, dependence on charity was the only method of survival I knew of, but I recognized independence and pride in the innocence of my education. I realized that my education was my family's only escape from destitution. When I was 7 years old, my family and I packed our bags, moved to an alien country, and became lost in a language we could not grasp. The tongue in which we communicated was replaced by the sharp English syllables, the minuscule dignity that we possessed amongst other refugees in the camp, now stolen by our broken English in the midst of native speakers. In my early years of school, C's and D's were painted across my report cards. As my parents took up their first jobs in the steel factory, my faith in my education began to shrivel. However, with time, the foreign taste of America became more familiar. Witnessing my parents persevere in their dedication to achieving a better life for their children, I remained selfish in my pursuit of academic excellence. Like clothes in a washing machine, we were stretched, squeezed, and made anew in the cycle of assimilation. It has been 10 years since we moved to America, and my mother works at a shampoo factory while my father drives a truck, neither daring to stop until both are dominated by mental and physical exhaustion. Stopping, even briefly, could mean the collapse of our fragile stability. Occasionally, I am lucky enough to witness them resting and indulging themselves in the mundane affairs of life, like watching TV. Occasionally, I allow myself to indulge in the mundane affairs of life, like going out with friends. But I have always longed to see my parents be able to rest for the rest of their lives. So, I gambled with my sanity and pursued education like a mad woman. I am grateful for every chance that I've been given to chase a better life than what I was born into. However, the memories of the heat of poverty are close enough for me to remain eager for more. How could I not be selfish when I have had more opportunities than entire generations before me? As we close this chapter of our lives and embark on new journeys, I'd like to impart the following words. Never forget the greatness that you're destined for, nor settle for less than what you deserve. Always remain conscious of your capabilities, because you and I, we have the stars.
Parents, family members, and guests, I greet and welcome you on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of Tucker High School, Class of 2020. I also welcome and congratulate you all today as we gather to celebrate you on this magnificent accomplishment. As a class, you all will be remembered for your unwavering perseverance while having to overcome the most severe and significant global health crisis most of us have or will ever see. We all recognize that your senior year was filled with challenges and ended somewhat abruptly due to this. However, I wanted to recognize this, but also highlight the culmination of experiences you all have had while leading up to this year, and particularly this semester, and what I deem to make you all a success story that you all can remember and be proud of throughout this graduation and in years ahead. Class of 2020, I celebrate you based on the growth, challenges, and hardships I have witnessed from you all as your principal over the years, as students, athletes, employees, student leaders, spectators. All of these experiences have shown measurable and remarkable growth that I have seen in you all, but moreover, as young adults during your high school years, whether it's been tardy passes or pep rallies, celebrating wins at games, or working on credit recovery, field trips, or even group projects. All of these memories and experiences are lessons that you all will take with you as a class that have helped you grow together. Some of you all have also faced tragedy and loss individually, which, because of these relationships, has caused you all to endure and embrace these difficulties as a class. This all occurring both before, during, and after the pandemic, yet you all still managed to make it here to your graduation. A notable quote from Oprah Winfrey is that we all must turn our wounds into wisdom. I specifically recall many of you laughing together, crying together, and throughout your high school journey, it has led you all to adulthood and to this graduation ceremony, and this is symbolic of your last step as you enter into the world. So the wounds that you all have had, I know that you have wisdom and will continue to use this wisdom throughout your life and your journey forward. You all have both accepted and embraced these challenges thrown at you this year and continue to strive for greatness. You all have a unique story to tell and have a great and unique qualities that you have cultivated over the years, both as at home with your families and through your notable educational experiences here at Tucker High School. I'm reminded of a favorite book that I've read and was able to reread this past month from being at home, and this is Malcolm Gladwell's book titled Outliers. This stands out to me particularly and is worth mentioning because of the message of cultivating success and the particular individual traits that people have in their various roles and times that causes them to move ahead. This has always been interesting and intriguing to me to see and read about people and their stories and how they overcome obstacles to achieve milestones in their life. As mentioned on our school website, Class of 2020, you all are virtually the best senior class. And this is, again, based on virtual learning, but also because what you all have done and essentially have had to do. You all will be uniquely remembered for COVID-19 and this occurring during your senior year, but more so because of this devastation of the global pandemic and how it ended your senior year and shutting down most of the world. You all have overcome and persevered to make it here. Given all this, and when I see you all and reflect on what you have accomplished and what we celebrate here today, I again hope that you will join me in celebrating and accentuating the positives. As I look at your senior portraits, the pictures, your profiles, your post-secondary options, and the overall accomplishments that you all have, I know how much Tucker High School and your peers, the underclassmen, have benefited from your leadership and your presence on campus. I also know and recognize that as your principal, I've gotten to know many of you for at least half of your high school experience and have watched you all grow together as a senior class and as a generation of future leaders, and now Tucker High School alumni. I hope and believe that you all will use what you have learned at Tucker High School, but specifically the adversity experienced this semester, to propel you into life after high school and continue success. As you enter the world under very unusual circumstances, I hope that you continue to learn, grow, and succeed in all that you do, and remember all the experiences provided to you during your high school journey. Now, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Tucker High School, I am pleased to present the academic summary of the Tucker High School class of 2020. The class consists of 343 graduates and has accomplished the following academically: 29 graduates with a 4.0 GPA or higher, 41% of all graduates eligible for the Hope Scholarship, 95% of graduates will attend a 2 or 4 year college or university, 5% of the graduates are going into the military, and the total scholarship amount for this class is still growing daily, but it's currently $6,260,820. Other academic highlights and major accomplishments for this class are 2 National Merit Scholars, 5 Georgia Scholar recipients, 24 IB International Baccalaureate graduates, 79 AP Advanced Placement Superintendent Scholars, 35 graduates in the top 10% of the class, 45 STEM graduates, 80 honor graduates, and 4 students with full academic scholarships to Furman University. At this time, please join me in welcoming our superintendent of the DeKalb County School District, Mrs. Ramona Tyson, to certify the academic summary of this class of 2020.
As the superintendent of DeKalb County Schools, I hereby certify that all members present for the class of 2020 have fulfilled the requirements established by the DeKalb County Board of Education and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas.
Please welcome, from the DeKalb County School District Board of Education, Ms. Allison Gevertz.
Congratulations, Tucker class of 2020. You are such an impressive class with all of your honors and titles and scholarships. You are amazing. I'm incredibly proud of you, and I'm sending you a big virtual hug. But when I think about what I truly admire about the class of 2020, it's so much more than the academic and extracurricular achievements. It's really your resilience. I'd like to quote Elizabeth Edwards, who was a very resilient public figure and a cancer survivor. She said, "Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it's less good than the one you had before. You can fight it, you can do nothing but scream about what you've lost, or you can accept it and try to put together something that's good." Class of 2020, you have put together something that's good. You've shown us all what resilience looks like. Those of us who've experienced the traditional rites of passage of the K through 12 journey, prom, senior day, in-person graduation, have mourned for what you've lost. But what's interesting is that some of us have struggled with your loss more than you have. You've not wallowed in pity, you've not given up, and you've not stopped moving forward. I saw your virtual senior week and your virtual honors assembly, your videos, your drive-in diploma pickup. You've shown us all what accepting our new reality looks like. As you go into the world as Tucker High graduates, please keep showing us. Keep teaching us about resilience. And congratulations, class of 2020. On the basis of your certification, I accept your recommendation. The academic achievement of this class meets the course requirements as established by Advanced Ed, the Georgia Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. As a representative of the DeKalb County Board of Education, I authorize the presentation of diplomas and certificates to the class of 2020 at Tucker High School. Congratulations.
Luma Laith Eunice, Bidaya Pradhan, Khalid Oladapupo Adebayo, Abu Bakr Abisha Ahmedin, Lubna Mohammed Al-Khatim, Ariana Elisaid Alvarez Machuca, Michael Chibwikam Ani, Tho San Ong, Yasmin Ahmed Bade, Olivia Melody Beatty, Dia Banzel, Abril Verovic Bastidas Jimenez, Brooke Victoria Bonvillain, Ashley Nicole Britt, Catherine Nicola Brown, Jonathan Edward Broussat, Catriona Fate Boulan, Ayanti Danae Carter, Tiffany Chen, Sanjina Akhtar Chowdhury, Tangina Akhtar Chowdhury, Kennedy Nicole Collins, Raven Michaela Cook, Esther Efua Dampson, Yisak Abera Ergano, Manasseh Garamiu Ashete, Michaela Desiree Fambro, Anna Marie Fernandez, Robert Carter Foley, Paria Farugi Arani, Adrian William Fountain, CM Giebergergs, Terrence Marquise Golston, Naomi Hui Henderson, Germonte Hill, Sabira Bint Islam, Akbar Sabit Khan, Helena Than Kim, Marin Asfa Kiros, Kania Yamaleth Landaverde Ochoa, Zore Moon Litzenberg, Christopher James Macklin, Zainab Mirzad, Tanjeed A. Mitul, Sophia Abdirashid Mohammed, Kelly Bernice Monzon Cruz, Giselle Morales, Zae Nabi, Raymond Ng, Isaye Nagenda Hayo, Cindy Nguyen, Stephen Nguyen, Mo Nue, Shui Mui Par, Joshua Maxwell Perlmutter, Daniela Estefania Quiroz, Amir Puma Ray, Arbin Ray, Tu Ring, Manish Rizal, Natalia Salgado Juarez, Ebenezer Tesema Sankuro, Mariana Tajay Sap, Miraf Felique Sarko, Eric Dean Shavkin, Tyrell Lavon Simmons, Kayla Janice Surratt, Lachelle Maxine Taylor, Salam Gourmet Tekel, Van Nuam Tell, William Russell Thomas, Kalej Pasnell Tillman, Andrew Julian Todd, Alana Hope Weeks, Elias George Winterskeedet, Ebenezer Solomon Woldegabriel, Wesley Lorenz Worrell, Annie Yenna, Iletta Rossi Johannes, Sabrina Haley Mayam Zacharias, Manal Abdel Hamid Abdel Rahman, Liban Mohammed Abdillahi, Dagmawi Alazar Abibi, Hiyab Michelle Abraham, Destiny Nicole Abrams, Alicia O'Shea Asi, Ahmed Abdul Qadir Ahmed, Victor Akiniyi Akinlabi, Robert Hakim Ali Albadi, Ebenezer Atana Alife, Maher Al-Majarish, Faven Wandimu Amelo, Kashela Delicia Armstead, Brisa Carolina Arredondo Leon, Deasia Janelle Nicole Ottman, Haley Aylin Aviles Falcon, Madison Grace Babb, Justice Bakumbane Makongo, Marcus DeAndre Ballou, Samuel Keegan Alonzo Baptiste, Gabriel Din Barbette, Khalil Leon Barkad, Abel Mengusto Zagai Baines, Zetlalem Nugus Bakili, Khalifa Omega Bernard, Emerson James Bennett, Taj Isaiah Beverly, Dioka Bugel, Taylor Jacqueline Blaze, Jacoby Camille Blaylock, Anaya Gabrielle Blunt, Jacob Lewis Bolton, Erica Celeste Bauer, Jeremy Andrew Bradley Jr., Marco Antonio Bravo Hernandez, Dante Joel Brown, Ivana Rochelle Brown, Iuel Tesema Boulay, Jasmine Chanel Bunton, Bobby DeAndre Burke, Derkendrick Marquette Butler Jr., Shamaya Ashanti Butler, Ahmad Kavan Campbell, Tyler Jordan Cannon, Anthony Tyrese Carter, Morris Leon Siu, Bimal Shamlagai, Ayana Lauren Chin, Sin Ngai Lian Singh, Summer Solil Elizabeth Clemens, Jobay Nicholas Kolahar, Kanaya Marie Colbert, Brianna Nicole Colvin, Anthony Bernard Cooper III, Carson Robert Cooper, Brittany Cortez Ruiz, Lisette Cortez Ruiz, Miles Jarvis Crawley, Elizabeth Efua Mansa Damson, Destiny Tommy Daniel, Ephrata Tefes Daniel, Haben Habtu Daniel, Ashley Michelle Darden, Kayla Marie Davis, Shandavia Janice Davis, Omari Markel Dawson, Christandis De La Rosa, No San Dim, Yabez Ira Duchesne, Kieran Malik Ducray, Isaiah Michael Dunson, Kadi Ali Dupree, Shekinah Duffy, Damon Lamar Dwyer, Terrence Lanier Edwards Jr., DeAndre Lamar Ellis, Gannett Elias Ergano, Tez Ganesh Elias Ergano, Jontavia Dwan Farley, Sharon Feza, Jumar Adjani Fisher, Nairi Flanagan, Mia Renee A. Freeman, Rubia Michelle Galicia Zabala, Darius Andrew Gaston, Ashana Nicole Gautier, Francis Benjamin Gabaya, Mahalit Saifu Getachew, Nicolos Daryl Givens, Jordan Hassan Glean, Shamar Lewis Goins, Sama Garado, Cheyenne Alicia Graham Hunt, Oliver Lewis Griggs, Rajesh Gurung, Evelyn Gutierrez Hernandez, Kwam Olamid Hamed, Morgan Breccia Harmon, Imran Abdi Hassan, Travion Lamar Hawkins, Titiana Riche Mildred Hayward, Zane Allen Hedden, Colin Robert Greenwood Hines, Adriana Shanier Denise Holt, Sabrea Monique Hubert, Amaya Christina Hull, Kayla Mackenzie Hummel, Deja Lavon Humphreys, Madison Hughes Hunter, Anwar Hussein bin Hussein, Shakira Abdullah Hussein, Jared Innes, Mackenzie Faith Jackson, Myasia Fanastasia John, Jacob Fox Jonican, Darren Scott Johnson, Jada Nicole Johnson, Malia Ashley Grace Joyner, Sabrina Kemmer Jundi, Aiden Abibi Kasi, Ramzi Ali Kasim, Makia Nezru Karibo, Helena Janice King, Mariah Janae Kaiser, Quang Min Lam, Havana Marcel Lamisere, Lorenzo Ahmad Lawrence, Mildred Nevea Lejeune, Raymond Thomas Lorigan, Ja Seng Liu, Aline Lubala, Jacob Lung, Jerica Tiffany Rachel Macon, David Magala, Jenny Mao San, Tomas Dereje Mamo, Niang Lum Man, Eric Demetrius Mann Jr., Tamba Marad Jr., Gary O'Neill Marsh, Daniel Marshall, Xavier Allen Otez Marshall, Ariel E. Money Matthews, Desiree Monique McFadden, Darley Deshawn Meeks Jr., Jamir Malik Melix, Xavier Zahir Miller, Asifa Mirzad, Cameron J. Mitchell, Ibtisam Ahmed Mohammed, Lennox Darius Moody, Kaya Timandria Moore, Brianna Khalees Mosley, Salamani Matenga, Malachi Deshawn Nance, Amadou Nadaye, Riaya Glenda Newsom, Jennifer Nagoa Niaka, Joanne Nguyen, Julian Bui Nguyen, Thuan Lee Hiu Nguyen, Cece Samuel Nyalimo, Carla Alejandra Ordaz Ramirez, Osai Osifo, Alizer Matiwos Osire, Kalia Javette Owens, Kaylee Kathleen Parker, Miles Lamar Parker, Taylor Ashton Ola Payne, Jaylyn Truman Rohay Peoples, Courtney Simone Pinder, Desrion Destiny Pitts, Taylor Marie Pitts, Francesca Nicole Pizarro, Joshua Kiabari Paroma, Sagar Pradhan, Dylan J. Pritchett, Juliana Itzel Quiroz Martinez, Ashmita Ray, Monisha Ray, Sweta Ray, Zariah Sherelle Rancifer, Francisco Jesus Reducindo Palma, K. Re, Sasha Lee Elizabeth Reed, Kirk Simon Rivas Jr., Justin Michael Riddick, Kelvin Enrique Rivera, Mia Ciara Amani Rivera, Park Edward Russell, Anna Harbi Saeed, Swiyat Harbi Saeed, Victoria Elise Sanders, Sierra Janice Sandifer, Yuvia Isela Sandoval, Thang It Sang, Dianette Maria Santana, Zalia Jamise Adriana Salter, Anya Grace Sawchuk, Najla Simone Scott, Olivia Louise Scott, Olivia Marie C., Lider C., Ashaya Atum Sinister, Abigail Simon Acosta, Piper Jordan Sims, Kirsten Bianca Smith, Mitchell Cameron Smith, Aquarius Duane Smith Jr., Nahom Bigasha Solomon, Nicholas Isaiah Stevens, Corinne Amarissa Stewart, Aveen Amin Tahir, Meklit Yared Tay, Anya Marie Bell Taylor, Lal Ruat Thang, Rual Thang, Nyla Simone Thomas, Darico Terrell Dion Thompson, Robin Yvonne Thompson, and Gun Hoi Tiao, Brennan Amir Tootle, Farissa Amelia Ann Toston, Grover Dean Tyson III, John Jeremiah Van, Aminata Way, Ethan Herbert Walker, Alexis Elizabeth Ward, Dorian Kyle Errol Weston, Carlton Javier White, Adriana Marie Wilkerson, Alyssa Gabrielle Williams, Corinne Eve Marie Williams, Imani Nyasia Williams, Justin Elon Williams, Kelly Lucille Williams, Shanice Ashanti Williams, Tamaya Taikia Woods, Amiri Deshawn Wright, Jalen Nequa Wright, Kyle Dylan Wright, Jarvis Dion Wynn Jr., Yazedin Idris Yassin, Alazar Jonas, Mustafa Yusuf, Ong Zal, Andy Zhang,
Tassel turning. Traditionally, the turning of one's tassel represents a transition from one candidate of graduation to the next phase. But the symbolism of this act is much more profound. It represents the culmination of a myriad of events and decisions bringing you to this juncture in your lives. It also represents the beginning of a chapter in your life, where you are about to embark upon a journey where new memories will be formed. Class of 2020, please stand, raise your hand to your tassel, and join me in turning the tassel from right to left. Congratulations.